The first element of negotiation is the participants. Who is negotiating? If your negotiation involves just one person and she's completely unknown, not being possible to obtain any information about her before the negotiation takes place, then this element is not particularly important and you can pass to the next element of analysis. But usually this is not the case. People whom you are going to negotiate with may be unknown, but you probably know first which function this person will perform in the negotiation. For instance, is she a buyer or seller? Is he the human resource person who will hire you and negotiate your future salary? Is she a school teacher with whom you negotiate your grades? If you know the people's function in the negotiation, you can prepare yourself by understanding better what this function allows to be negotiated and the most common way he or she negotiates. Second, you don't know the person you are negotiating with, but you know someone who knows her, or there is public information available about this person which can be analyzed. Then you can make a research about how this person negotiates, results from previous negotiations, and even know beforehand if this person is more of a talker than a listener or vice versa. This information will help you in your preparation. For example, you are about to negotiate the purchase of a large number of apples in a street market near your house. You have never bought anything from that seller, but your neighbor has, and he said that he charges a high price for the apples. Never reduces the price in a negotiation, but the apple's quality is outstanding, so it is worthwhile buying from him. You learn as well that he is talkative and he has many clients that buy from him every week, and these ones get some discount in the formal price. In this case, a strategy that has more chances of reducing the price of the apples you want to buy is talking first to the seller, saying that he's famous for the quality of the apples he sells, but also for its high prices. You are interested in buying there and even buy a larger than usual quantity. And if you get a discount, you may become a loyal customer and advertise his apples to other neighbors. To a seller with his characteristics, if you go straight to the point when talking to him and demand a price reduction, you probably have slimmer chances of getting it. This strategy is recommended for this specific situation and seller's negotiation style. If you are buying a car, for instance, this negotiation technique will not work. You'll probably not be coming back every week to buy a car, and not many of your neighbors can become clients of the seller. Even if he is a talker, the likelihood of this being irrelevant to this negotiation strategy is very high. This type of negotiation is called transactional, as this purchase transaction is probably unique between the participants. When there is more than one person negotiating on the other side, it's recommended to know all people involved, but especially knowing who will be the decision maker at the end. In the examples of the apples and car purchasing, the people negotiating have the power to commit on buying, selling the product under negotiation. This is not always the case. For example, the human resource manager can negotiate your future salary up to a pre-approved limit. Beyond this limit, he has to speak to his boss. In this case, it's better preparing the HR negotiation as an initial step, not as the whole negotiation. And also knowing the hidden participants, the ones that are not talking directly to you, but that are part of the decision-making process that will define the negotiation's outcome. We'll continue in the next video.